Hi my friends, today we model this part, which is support for a hose. This is the model and this is the drawing, my usual work. I draw everything here starting from a part. How can we shape the piece without revealing it? Let's start, my friends. Start from standard millimeter IPT and the first sketch, which starts from somewhere below the center point, then up, then tangent. As you can see, we place at the same level these 2 points. Then we place this center on the center point. We make equal the 2 sides and we place the first dimension, which is this radius of 54. The angle is 7.5 degrees. 7.5. This is an arbitrary dimension. We place it for having room for a plane. You will see 10 millimeters. This is important. The distance to the center point of 60. All these dimensions are in the drawing, of course. 60, radius 54, because I want to get the center, this center of a circle of 28 and interior of 25, or we can consider the thickness. The radius 54 is here, you see, in the center of that circle. Okay, the sketch is fully constrained. Finish sketch. Then we place a plane at the end of this line and we create a new sketch with a circle, but first we project this line in the sketch here as a point, of course, since the plane is perpendicular. Then 2 circles, 28 and 25. Finish sketch. The plane is no more useful. Visibility, and now we have base for applying sweep. We select this area, and then the curve, which is this one. You know this procedure, I'm sure. Good. Now, since we have perpendicularity here, but this is not perpendicular, we cut to the level of the center point, which is around here. We use the tool split, and we select the tool, the cutting tool. That cutting tool is this one. And then the direction of cutting. Yes, this is to be eliminated. Yes? Okay. Then we take a look at the drawing and we see that there is a major cut here with this contour. Yes, this contour. So that we consider 21, radius 12, and this contour from the axis, so that we have to project some lines. The plane is XY. And I open a sketch we are interested in, this one. We make it visible. Visibility is here, F7, and we project 1, 2, 3 lines. Then we hide that sketch, we don't need it anymore. Visibility. Good. Now, as I said, we draw a rectangle, a large rectangle with this dimension of 21 from here to the line. And an arc from somewhere to here with a radius of 12. Tangent to both the horizontal and the axis. Good. We mirror this, but we have to place here the axis, which is y. The axis y, this axis. Yes, this one. We use it to apply mirror in a sketch. What to mirror? This arc. This is the axis, apply, done. We trim these segments. This is construction, the axis. We lost dimension 21. Let's apply this, and the other are not important. If we create here a great rectangle, we cover all the contour. The dimensions needed are for these three sides. Okay. Finish sketch. Extrude. Cut both directions and through all. Okay. Now you see how it looks. It looks very nice. Now we add this small end with dimensions 29, 45 degrees, not 6, that is for the hole, and radius 12 here, radius 6. Dimension 134 for the upper line. The plane is the one tangent to this face but parallel with the XY. This is the plane where we create that sketch. I select the plane, I select sketch, home, F7, but before I don't need anything. Well, let's have an image of the situation. Align. Restart. Somehow like this, with the midpoint aligned with the center point. The dimension of 29, the angle of 45, F7. This must be equal, but I have to cut them. Equal. Not equal, Control Z, but symmetrical. I have a line here. No, I don't. I draw a line. A construction line. And I apply symmetric between these two lines about this axis. Then F7 again to project this arc. F7, we have the arc. It must be also construction. No construction. We'll use it. I cannot apply fillet here. You see, the radius is 12. Again, 12. Tangent as before to the both arc and line. Good. I can cut now this end line and this end line. then I mirror in the sketch because I have the axis. The axis is this one. Apply, done. Trim again these two lines, small segments. We apply fillet of 6 between these two, and oh, I cannot apply because there is a dimension here. We'll apply after we end the sketch. This dimension is 134. I hope this is the center point. You know how to identify the center point. You go here and the center point appears. Yes? You select it without selecting it, or just hover and you see where is the center point. Finish sketch, extrude. What is the thickness? 1.5, Professor. 1.5, I know. Okay. You see, they are very nice connected. Not necessary this plane anymore. Visibility. And I apply fillet of 6 to this corner, 6, and to the other one. Okay. Now the hole. The hole is placed at 6 and the diameter is 6. This sketch, this part is with 6 and 12 all over. I select the face. I create a new sketch. That sketch contains a point. The point is placed at 6 around upper line, but it is not projected. The distance between the two is 6. We prefer always to use dimensions in the drawing. We don't select other dimensions like in the idea. I know that this is 134 and I place here 134 minus 6 is 128, and you make mistakes and then you don't know where are they coming from. Be careful with this. If you have 6 in the drawing, you use that 6. Finish sketch, hole, diameter of 6 through the part. Okay. Next is this cut with 5.5 and radius 10, which can be seen better in the part. You see, these faces are aligned and sloped. and we have to apply a cut from here. No, from here, this one. This means that we use these faces. This faces is enough, this one. Good. I select this small thin face to create a new sketch. You see the sketch shows us that it is sloped. I want to place it again, and I use look at. This is look at, and you can use the key page up to make this. F7, we see inside, and I draw a rectangle large enough with this dimension 5.5. Oh, right, 5.5. Finish sketch, and this is the oh, it is not high enough because it must cut this connection. We cannot use this to apply that extrusion. Yes, you know, you understand. Extrude, cut the other direction, all. Okay. You see? Now 12. This edge is to be applied 12. With fillet, but no good. And now we select this face and we apply a radius of 10 as in the drawing. Okay, now we take a look at the drawing and we see here something inside, but let's take a look at the part itself. You see there is a segment here with dimensions in the drawing, of course. The dimensions are the thickness of 1.5 and a dimension of 12 here, a radius 10 inside. Good. It seems to be enough. It is. We select this face where we have the cut. We apply mirror at the end. We select this face for a new sketch. Then, if we consider the real position, which is this one, this seems to be reverted. Let's revert to use dimensions in the drawing. 1, 2. F7 is nothing here, so that I have to project that external circle. F7, we have the circle, and we draw an arc. I don't see anything here. You know the procedure. Alt F I. We wait for the color. For the settings, and we select high contrast. Okay. Now we see better. We draw an arc like this with a radius of 10. What is this? It is not possible. Ah, yes. I have to change the position and dimension. The same horizontal, this is X. The same horizontal for this end and this point, horizontal. What happens here? Horizontal between this point and this point. Okay. Then radius 10. Accept it. And an angle from the axis X. Dimension and another line to apply the angle of 12. Yes, 12. It wants 168, but it is the same. Then I make construction lines, this 3 lines construction, and I draw a connection line between these two. A connection line between these 2 points and this. I must be sure that they are collinear. Now they are. Good. I make this visible because normal, because I can select this area inside. I select extrude and the other direction with join on 1.5. Okay, okay. Is the same? Yes, sir, it is. If I apply this and also we see the same thing, I suppose. No, it is another position now. Yes? Okay. Good. We go back to the drawing for the last features. You see here there are some new features. They are better presented here. Yes. They are on both sides, and the dimensions are here. You see, 9 millimeters from the base for this point, this very point, the left one. A triangle of 60 degrees up, and since it is isosceles, it is equilateral. The height of this is 0.5. The distance between the two is 3.5, and we have here another dimension, 0.3, the distance from this center. There is a distance. Good. Then let's apply this part 1. We select the plane XY to apply a new sketch. F7, and we project geometry, this line, and we have the end here. This is construction from the beginning, and we draw two triangles now. The first one is this one, connected here with equal sides, and 60. If we apply equal between these two, is also 60, but let's use the dimension in the drawing. 60. The distance is 9 between this point and this point here. 9. Okay, and we apply a rectangular pattern, selecting these 3 lines, the direction, which is this one, direction, I didn't select here, at a distance of 4 millimeters, 3.5. 3.5. I forgot to place the height dimension from this point to this of 0.5. Two tiny triangles. And now I create a sketch For axis, this is the axis, so that I must project it. I make it construction. I apply offset of 0.3, as you remember, I hope, 0.3. The dimension is somewhere here, you see. Let's place it lower to have all the situation in this. Yes, they are. Finish sketch. Revolve. I forgot the angle. The angle is 120, equal to both sides. Revolve this triangle and this triangle, then the axis, which is placed here inside. Symmetrical 120. Okay. Now I see here something wrong. You see, there is a protrusion here. Why? Because this is cylindrical perpendicular on this face, and this is not perpendicular on the face, so that we have to modify the circle for this area. That is what extrusion? This one. We modify the sketch. It must be inside here, so that I draw an arc with center. This is the center, this is the start of that arc, and this is the end. Dimension, since this is 1.5, I place here half of it. From here dimension of this arc is 28 divided by 2 minus 1.5 divided by 2. Using dimensions we know. Trim. We trim this small line and also this small line. Now we are not outside. Yes, it disappears. Okay, let's apply mirror. Mirror of the last 1, 2, 3, 4, and not the whole. The whole is not part of it here. The mirror plane is this one, and you see we'll have all that features mirrored in the other part, in the other direction. That's all, my friends. Let's see what about the volume. Part 1, eye properties, physical, update, copy, close, IDW, double click here, and we place the new dimension. Oh, it is right the same. Cancel. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.